Hallo und herzlich willkommen auf diesem Video. Herzlich willkommen auf unserem Uptrend-Kanal. Mein Name ist Daniel und heute stelle ich dir erstmal eine Frage. Ja, das Metaverse, das kennen wir durch Shopping, durch Gaming, durch NFTs. Aber womöglich gibt es da auch noch einen viel wichtigeren Ansatz. Und genau darum kümmert sich Sienna Labs. Und zwar mit dem Safeverse. Was ist das Safeverse? Um was geht es im Projekt? Das erfährst du im Video.
Okay, just going ahead. I think Prahlad, you're quite well known.
Yes.
You're the head of Sienna Labs in India, and together with Prahlad, with the 51%, and I'm the 49% of Sienna Labs here in Germany. We're sitting in Ingolstadt. However, I'm living here in Munich. So therefore, we are doing the German company together. More or less, I'm more the organizational side, Prahlad the content. And now this, what we're looking here, is pretty new.
Okay, so I'd like to start from here. So let me introduce again. So my name is Prahlad. I'm the founder and CEO of both the Indian and the German company, along with my co-founder, Harald Grund. So I started, prior to starting Sienna Labs, I had like around 10 to 12 years of experience in gaming and software development industry. And I started my career with Activision, which is a gaming company and well known for Call of Duty. And I was fortunate enough to be part of the team at a very early stage. And we were the team to develop the very first Call of Duty title. So I was working there as a game designer, which I had a lot of technical experience over the years there. And from there, I moved to NVIDIA, where again, I had a very brilliant career with NVIDIA, and directly I was managing clients like some of the clients like NASA, Bombardier, Audi, and close to around $500 million project where I was handling. And we grew from a single person to around 550 team member. And I was directly managing around 45 people under me. And moving from there, I worked with a lot of other organizations, especially to one of the French company called Aegis, where I was the project director, and which gave me a lot of experience in, about the marketing and sales, how to talk with clients, what is a business thing. So all these things, all this blended together gave me a lot of confidence to go ahead with my company, starting my own company. And the other hand, of course, Harald is my co-founder, who is very experienced, very senior to me, and is in the BMW group from last 20 years, Harald?
In the meantime, 20 years, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, meantime. And he's also, I think, the head for the Mini Cooper division, both from the Europe and the UK.
Yep.
Yes, yeah. So,
yep.
So I have a very great, very experienced co-founder, I can see. So moving on, so next, move to the next slide. Yeah. So the next, the team members are Jagan and Mohan. So Mohan is with us. So he's taking care of all the technical side, the technical development side, and he comes with a lot of experience with AR and VR, IoT, blockchain. In fact, he's one of expert in blockchain, more than me. And he helps and guides all the developments with our customers, everything. And it's a great addition to our team. And the other side, Jagan is one of my more than a colleague, has been with me in the journey from last 15 years. I can say that we both started the career, and he's into so close to 2 decades. He has a lot of experience in this media and film industry, and he's based out in Malaysia. And the reason that he's a great addition is that one more thing is that he has a great connect with a lot of Malaysian funded government agencies, which exclusively take care of safety trainings across the country. So he is currently working with these government agencies to bring in, to preach them about the safety on the VR platform, on the Safeverse platform. and try to see what is the way forward with it. And we had really nice discussions with the Malaysian government as well. Yeah, just open the Xanalabs trailer. So more about in words, I would like to show the video, like what we are, who we are. As you had a look at the video, so we have been in this industry from last 6 years, and we are an exclusive AR/VR company working on a lot of training solutions in that, predominantly on the safety side. Unfortunately, we have been able to work with a lot of very key organizations across the globe, especially in the European market, with a lot of other government agencies as well. And we are, we are the very first company to promote safety gamification with the EASA, which comes under the EU Parliament, the European Aviation Safety Agency. And after that, in India, we are the first company to launch the safety gamification based training for a large multinational group called Murugappa. And actually, 500 hours of training deployed globally for safety alone, and more than another 4,000 hours of training has been deployed across other forms of training as well. So some of our key partners or customers, you can see. So currently we are working with, as you see, EASA, the University of Ingolstadt, the BMWI, the Federal Ministry of Transport in Germany, and Murugappa Group, and European Marine Safety Agency, which is again a safety regulatory board for the shipping industry. And followed by that, we have a lot of tractions based on our past work, which we actually got references. You can see the German Aerospace Center, which they like the work which we did for the German Transport Ministry, and they got in touch with us to work with us on the VR-based drone simulation and VR-based drone safety simulation for the pilots, drone pilots exclusively. And we're also working with the THI. I think since you guys are from Nuremberg, you should be knowing the THI, which is based out in Ingolstadt. So we are starting to work with them on an AR-based application on the Ingolstadt city tour. So that is in the development over the next weeks. And Aethor, which is again an Indian-based EV startup, but it's again a very big company, and their products are well known across in India, and we are going to work with them on the gamification side-based learning. And the Safeverse is again, which we already started working with them on the gamification side. Again, it's a gamification-based learning for employee onboarding. So other set of customers we're also still discussing on many other trainings as well. Yeah. So these are some of the collaborative events we had across the globe. And we had a lot of conferences here in the US, UK, Europe, Middle East, Southeast, and all. So we participated along with a lot of bigger companies to exhibit the importance of VR and prototypes on their products as well. So yeah, let me go through this. So with ESA, we had a very good collaboration. And last year we launched the first prototype for ESA, and they launched it with the event near Aachen in Cologne, where we first showcased the prototype. And they were some of the images is about the pilots are getting trained on those gamification based ideas, and it's being presented there. So followed by that, since it's a big success with the gamification for the general aviation pilots. So we are again continuing in 2022 for the next 2-3 years with a much broader vision and much bigger development. So that is the stage we are at with ESA. Yeah, so these are some of the technology platforms, as you guys are familiar with many of the things like the HTC Vive, Oculus, Pico, Moodle. These are some of the technology platforms we work with. And again, coming back to, like you saw in the video, that we already have a big platform and ecosystem around, and we have been working consistently on many key, you can see very unique projects across. And some of our premium solutions are that virtual reality-based solutions for technical and safety training, and gamification-based approach on the training side as well. And we also work on tailored VR simulations, as we did for the German Federal Ministry of Transport. We developed a large kind of drone simulation where around 5,000 participants were part of it for the study. It was conducted by the Catholic University of Eichstätt, the Ingolstadt. And the study was very successful because the public were able to experience the future transport of drone taxi, how the future transport would be, and they were able to share their feedback to the government about the safety things and how they felt, what could be improved, all this sort of thing. So this was a very big study. And this was it's a very big success, and it was released in the media as well. And based on that, we got traction with the German Aerospace Center and the other organizations as well. So we also have a product line called Cabin Configurator, which is again, as it means by Cabin Configurator itself. It is used in the aviation side, the railway side, and the maritime, basically the ship configuration, or it could be aircraft configuration, or it could be any coach configurations. So we had some beta testing customers, and yeah, we are looking at scaling up this into a different kind of platform as we move into Safeverse. So again, this another product called AR-based remote assistance tool. As AR is now gaining up and AR is becoming more powerful with the platform and the technology and all, and support system. So this is also a kind of tool where we are. This is the only one thing which we haven't were able to have a real use case or real project so far. There's something that we introduced in the recent weeks actually, and we have been exploring this opportunity with one of the customer in India actually. To develop a concept, a prototype, and release it as an beta product. So okay, so here we are. So it's again, Safeverse is a product of Sena Labs. So why Safeverse, and what is Safeverse? So why Safeverse? So based on the past experience, or you can say even the current experience with our customers. So usually a customer, when we approach any customer, or when the customer is approached to us, we have a long confusion cycle, like what is the technology platform they should be using it, what is the content they have, and how the content could be projected. And the third, the most important part is the budget. They're always confused with the budget. Like how much could be spent on this, and what is the allocation they need, and how much they can spend again in the future. So these are the main 3-4 points which we already face, and the customer, more than us, the customer always has this set of problems in understanding the technology, everything, and the content, everything. So that is, then we thought, why don't we scale up? And because we already have a good customer base, we already have a good ecosystem here. So why don't we scale up and make it more accessible and approachable, or you can say even affordability also. In terms of affordability, why don't we scale up the platform, build a kind of a metaverse where people, let it be the companies or let it be an individual, let it be any public, can access it, can develop their own kind of set of simulations, can develop their own kind of personal experiences, or the, let's say universities can access it for their research and study purpose. And the companies, many corporate companies can access it and make a ready-made trainings. Let it be safety or let it be technical trainings. So this is a thing we thought, why don't we take advantage of our existing system? So why can't we make it more, easy for everyone in terms of, all this accessibility, instead of making, going through this long confusion cycles. So we're already in the stage, we started the development 2 months back. So we'll be the first movers into the Metaverse platform. And I think it's going to be very, very big. So token utility here. So we have two different set of models. One is the subscription and the license model, where, as you see in the points, the enterprise companies or corporate companies get access to the content and the tools where they can build their own, safety and technical trainings, which is ready-made, and they can choose their own virtual world spaces to build that in spite of having all these confusions. And there is special content for tools for the universities, and also for the research and study institutions. So this will be based on a complete enterprise model here. And the other one is the state-of-art experience lab, which is a physical infrastructure, an experience lab we are planning to come up with. That is one of the reasons that to scale up and bring in more funds to make this into reality. So the public have their own imaginations. The public has so many dreams on their own. So why don't they can have their own experience? For example, a school student or a university student wants to see what is in a career of an astronaut, what is the career of a fighter jet pilot, what is the career of an engineer in the shipping industry. So all those things, instead of going through rough textbooks, everything, so people can come and choose their content, get an experience instantly, make that experience into more kind of an immersive journey to understand all the aspects of their desires, everything. So this is one of the main thing that we're also looking at this, setting up an experience lab in the coming months as we finish up with this product. Okay, these are some of the past events and success stories which happened in India. So as I mentioned earlier, we are the first ones in India to develop a safety-based training and safety-based gamification style training to be launched in India. And this was one of the events in Singapore, which was launched in a very grand fashion with the company. And there's one more company called Ashok Leyland, which is third largest manufacturer of trucks and buses in the world, which is an Indian company. And we developed VR-based trainings for them, technical trainings. And it's also been accessed globally, especially in the Middle East and the South American region, where people get to get trained on the newer components, the engines, everything. And the other one you see is the stage where we were part of the Indian Defense Committee to. There was a setup where they're looking for newer technologies where the soldiers can get trained with even more in advanced situations. So this is one of the events that we are part of it. And so these are some of the success stories we have so far. Yeah.
Das war jetzt erstmal das Interview mit den Foundern und mit den CEOs. Und jetzt bekommst du erstmal die Zusammenfassung dazu. Um was geht es bei Sienna Labs? Wichtig zu wissen vielleicht an dieser Stelle ist, pro Jahr sterben 2,78 Millionen Menschen an Arbeitsunfällen. Wenn man jetzt denkt, okay, das ist noch nicht genug, 374 Millionen Menschen erleiden einen Unfall der dann zumindest mal nicht tödlich ist. Aber das heißt unterm Strich, alle 15 Sekunden stirbt ein Mensch bei einem Arbeitsunfall. Und genau das hat sich dieses Unternehmen und vor allem auch das Projekt Safeverse auf die Fahne geschrieben. Doch wie ist die Roadmap? Das Unternehmen wurde September 2015 gegründet und die Entwicklung der ersten VR-Lösungen begann. Seit April 2020 gibt es zum Beispiel eine Zusammenarbeit mit der deutschen Regierung. Und ja, jetzt wird es spannend. In Q1 2022 wurde zum einen das Ja, und jetzt wird es spannend. In Q1 2022, also quasi jetzt, startet zum einen das Fundraising und die Listung des Token bei zentralen Börsen. Und in Q 2022 wiederum die Einbindung neuer Partner und eben auch der Launch des Sicherheits-Metaverse, so würde es ich jetzt mal bezeichnen, federführend für die Branchen Luftfahrt und Chemie. Am Arbeitsplatz gibt es grundsätzlich eine Vielzahl an Gefahren, wo ein Mitarbeiter ausgesetzt ist. Sei es natürlich jetzt bekannte wie zum Beispiel biologisch, physikalisch, chemisch, aber auch psychosozial, also was zum Beispiel dann eine fehlende Work-Life-Balance etc. betrifft. Und genau da knüpft dieses Unternehmen an, denn durch eben das Metaverse möchte es schaffen, ja, ein sicheres, auch ein einfaches Umfeld zu finden, wo man eben schulen kann, wo man ja Menschen weiterentwickeln kann, damit eben ja eine Vielzahl an Unfällen vermieden werden kann. Jetzt bin ich gespannt, was du sagst. Glaubst du, das ist ein spannender Anwendungsbereich für das Metaverse, wo man eben noch eine Vielzahl mehr schaffen kann, als einfach nur ja, das Wohlbefinden zu steigern? Schreib in die Kommentare, was du darüber denkst. Wenn dir das Video gefallen hat, dann lass uns einen Daumen hoch da und ja, natürlich abonniere diesen Kanal, aktiviere die Glocke, dass du keine wichtigen Infos verpasst und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Video.